What's up, guys? It's your girl Dawn Shay here, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Today is day 11 of vlogmas, and what am I doing today? Oh, I have a doctor's appointment today, and then today I'm just gonna be preparing for my holiday concert. So I'm gonna do like rehearsal. Probably won't show the whole rehearsal because this will be my first official day of rehearsal. It'll be a little rough. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be a little bit rough. So I'm not going to record the whole thing. But yeah, so I started my day kind of late today. One thing I wanted to say is in yesterday's video, when I started my schoolwork, I had on my pajamas, and I want you guys to know that, like, not all, like, homeschool kids, we don't do that. We don't, like, just spend the whole day in our pajamas, and I didn't. I, like, ate breakfast. Usually that's my routine. I get my coffee, I make my breakfast, I eat, and instead of just sitting down and eating, I decide to just do some schoolwork while I'm doing that. Then once I finish, I go and get dressed. So I do not stay in my pajamas all day. Homeschool kids don't do that. Just wanted to let you guys know. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing for this video today, and then I'm going to show you guys my vocal warm-ups, and that will be today's vlog. So let's get into it. Okay, so right now I am doing some algebra. I think I mentioned that earlier, but I've come to like a good part. I've come to like a good part where I can do my vocal warm-ups and like pay attention. A lot of people can't like sing and read, but that's something that I can do, that I've been blessed with doing. I don't know, it's just something I've been doing my entire life, and it works for me. So I'm going to show you guys how I do my vocal warm-ups. So normally when I start my vocal warm-ups, I would start off with like if I'm not in a rush, just like doing a quick like 5-minute vocal warm-up, I would start with like a breathing exercise, because that's what most vocal warm-ups do. They're really weird. They're kind of weird. But basically a lot of people don't know, but when you're doing vocal warm-ups, you want to kind of do like a breath warm-up first, because not a breath warm-up, but like it's kind of like a warm-up but for your diaphragm, because when you're singing, you're taking up a lot of air and you're using your voice, so you're going to lose your breath a lot if you don't know how to control your breathing. So that's why we do breathing exercises first before doing a vocal warm-up. Or some people do them first, some people do them last, but with mostly every vocal coach that I have taken lessons with, we do our breathing exercises first, then go into the vocal warm-ups. So I'll just show you guys like 2 of those. Now you're normally supposed to stand up, but since I am doing my schoolwork, I'm gonna sit down. But in another vlog, maybe tomorrow's vlog, you guys will probably see me standing up doing these. And basically you have to think of like your diaphragm. Your diaphragm goes like up when you breathe, and when you exhale, it goes down. So you kind of want to think about it as like a basketball, like when you inflate a basketball and then it gets deflated. So that's something that you want to think of your diaphragm as. So yeah, we're going to start off with 2 breathing exercises. So there's one where you kind of want to like pretend there's a straw and you're just going to suck in all this air, and basically you want your stomach to like expand as wide as it can, which I know it sounds super duper weird, and again, that's why I'm supposed to be standing doing these exercises, but you can sit down and do them, but you're going to get better results if you stand up. But I have stuff to catch up on. I got finals, so I'm going to sit down and do this while I'm doing my algebra. So here's the first one. And also it helps if you put your hands like on your stomach while you do this. You'll like, it's hard to explain, but you'll see. At first you're like, this is kind of stupid, why am I doing this? Then when you can actually like feel the air going into your diaphragm and your stomach. It is a little weird at first, but then eventually you'll get used to it. So I'm going to start off with my 2 breathing exercises. I said that already. Let's just go. Another thing too, you also want to try and hold it for as long as you can. So after you suck in all the air, you kind of just want to hold it. One thing that helps is like if you bring your arms up while doing it. That's just something that I do sometimes, and it helps. And honestly, it's a good like core workout too, which a lot of people don't know. So the first one, I didn't explain, I think I explained it to you guys, but not all the way. So the first one, I'm just gonna like suck in all the air, hold it for about anywhere between 3 to 5 seconds, or longer, probably like maybe 10 to 15 seconds if I can. But if I can't for now, I'm just gonna do like maybe 3 to 5 seconds to start off with, then I'll gradually try and go a little bit longer, and then push all the air out, and then just do it for about 5 times. So this will be my first official one, because I feel like the first one was awful. One more thing. You want to make sure that you're not taking fake breaths, and some of you are going to be like, what's that? But if you're a singer or actor, you probably know what I mean. Fake breaths are like when you breathe and you're like, your shoulders are moving up, you're like, like that actually isn't breathing. I mean, it's breathing, but just not breathing properly. If you want to get your full breath, you have to breathe in from your diaphragm. Also, this is going to make you, if you do this every day, your voice is going to get louder. Like, it sounds so weird saying this, but you'll notice like small changes. Like when you're talking, sometimes we talk and we tend to talk in our chest. I do this sometimes too, not all the time, but I notice that I do this sometimes. And when I do my breathing exercises and my vocal warm-ups, maybe like a week later, my voice is like a lot clearer because we're using our muscles. And a lot of times we just don't really use our face muscles and our jaw muscles and our vocal cords. But when you do this, like you'll see what I'm talking about. Your voice sounds like clearer, if that makes sense. Anyways, number 3. Okay, now onto our second breathing exercise. Why do I keep doing this? That's weird. Okay, our second, I just did it again. Our second breathing exercise, and this one is like where like the reference that I made earlier, like think of like a basketball or something like being inflated. This one is actually kind of like integrals, I guess. So you're just gonna go like this. You're gonna go. Actually, no, you're going to breathe in all the way, sorry. You're going to breathe in, I was thinking of another exercise. You're going to breathe in all the way and just take like a really big deep breath, feel your diaphragm and your stomach expand, and then you're kind of going to release, like, it sounds really weird, but, and then this really does help out a lot. You're going to go like, until all the air is out of your diaphragm. But trust me, this really does work, and it looks and sounds ridiculous, but it works. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to do 5 of these. Okay. And another thing too, the more you do like, that's actually better. You don't want it to be just like 2 or just like one long one, because then that means your breathing is actually pretty messed up. You want to do a lot, because that means you're actually able to control the airflow better in your body, which will help you a lot when you're singing, and you won't run out of air. You won't struggle with holding really long notes. So that's something you guys want to pay attention to. 2. So yeah, on to our second one. Okay, and also you want to stop this like when you feel like your stomach going all the way in. Like, don't just keep doing it until you like do it until you like cannot do it anymore, but don't do it to the point where anything is hurting you. If anything is hurting you, you should stop, and you probably shouldn't do this exercise. And other exercises too that are honestly great for your vocal cords is exercising. Well, not for your vocal cords, but for breathing. Just exercise. Try to hum while you're exercising. Try to sing while you're exercising, and that will actually help you control your breathing a lot more, and it builds up your lungs a lot. Builds up your lungs. I mean, that sounds weird. I'm not a doctor, but you guys get where I'm going. On to our third one. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip of tea. Now we're gonna really get into the vocal parts warm up. Okay, now we're gonna get into the vocal part warm. Wait. Okay, now we're gonna get into the vocal part warm-up. So I'm just gonna start with my favorite warm-up. I mean, it's one of my favorites because I guess it's like the easiest one. You're literally saying ma, me, me, mo, moo. And they have different ones, like they have ma, me, me, mo, my, ma, me, me, mo, ma, me, me, mo, moo. But ma, me, me, mo, moo is just like my favorite one for some reason. Even though I do all of them, and sometimes when I want to change it up, I'll do the ones I just mentioned. I'm not going to say it again. But I'm going to do this for about 6 times. Usually I do 5, but I'm going to do 6. Actually, I think I'll just do 5 for today, because I'm probably going to go back and do some more vocal warm-ups later. Or either just sing, like, even if you don't want to do vocal warm-ups, you don't necessarily have to do them. You can just literally sing your favorite song as many times as you want, and that's going to warm up your vocal cords. So, yeah, let's get into this one. Oh, and take a deep breath before you do this, too. So, we're going to start, we usually start, I didn't mention this. Oh my god, I forgot to mention this. But when we do vocal warm-ups, we start at a lower note, and then we kind of go up to a higher note. Ma, me, me, mo, moo. And then it's usually ma, me, me, mo, moo. You don't do the I just like to do that because if you take vocal lessons, or if you're a singer, you know, like, when you're doing vocal warm-ups, you have that person playing the piano, or sometimes you can be playing the piano for yourself, and then you go to go, so you know to go to the next note. But that's just something I do for myself, and I feel like it helps a lot with the vocal warm-ups, and it helps you with staying in range too. All right, on to the next one. Okay, that last one is terrible because I just kind of keep laughing. But one thing I do want to tell you guys too, as you go higher, you will notice you're losing your breath. Like, trust me, nothing is wrong with you, but you are gonna lose your breath the higher you go up. That's why we do have to practice breathing and controlling our breathing before we start doing vocal warm-ups, because that is gonna help you with hitting the higher notes. Like, for example, Ariana Grande, she's an amazing singer. I've seen her perform live, and she is absolutely, like, amazing, and how she can hit, like, all those high notes. Like, this goes for so many singers, like Ariana Grande, Beyonce, Mariah Carey. They control their airflow, and that's how they're able to hit these, like, ridiculously high notes. So yeah, make sure you control your airflow. I sound like my vocal coaches. Oh my god. All right. Now on to the next one. What next one do I want to do? There's a lot. I guess the laws, that's like the simplest one. You can do do, re, fi, ma, sol, la, fi, do. I used to do those. They're just kind of not like my favorite ones, so I don't do them that often. So now we're going to do the laws. So basically it's just you say la, 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 la 5 times, and like you have each set, like you have different sets. So for the first set, start off on a C. Second set, you start off on a D, then E, then da, 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 and so on. And so that's how it goes. So let's go into that. Wow, it's been 17 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna cut this video anyways. Okay. All right, into the next one. La, 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 la. Okay, so one thing that I want to tell you guys too, when you're sitting down trying to hit high notes, it's hard. It's going to be a little bit hard because there is kind of a restriction since you're sitting down. But stick your right leg out. It sounds weird, but it will help you so much. So yeah, stick your right leg out or your left leg, but you're going to just want to stick a leg out and kind of lean forward a little bit if you're sitting down and doing this. That is going to help you get your full breath. Because I can usually go higher than this, but I'm sitting down, so I'm a little bit restricted. I think I have one more set of the laws, and yeah, I'm just probably going to do the same note I did last time. If you do breathe, like I just breathed in between that one, I took a very noticeable breath. that is okay as long as you're doing these like every day or every other day or at least twice a week. Like getting those breaths in order, and if you take a breath, like that's not such a big deal. You do need to take a breath, so whenever you feel like you need to take a breath, just take the breath, and eventually, like once you get into the habit of doing this more and more, it'll be a lot easier and more condensed, and you won't have to take such big breaths in the middle of doing it. So yeah, our next one is, what is our next one? Oh, the ooze. This is one of my favorites. I just really like this one a lot because it's got like its own rhythm to it. I mean, they all have a rhythm to it, but this one is just a little bit more fun. So it's like, it goes ooh. I'm not gonna say it. It goes ooh, 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 ooh. You'll see. Okay, so you guys will see. Like these sound so weird explaining, but you guys will see. So let's do the first one. I'm just gonna do 5 of these. So, that's extremely hard to do sitting down. It's a little bit easier because I have done them sitting down before. But if you are new and trying this, please stand up while doing this because this takes a lot of your breath. And if you're not used to doing vocal warm-ups, or if this is your first time trying it, if you guys are doing it while you're watching this video, that's cool. That's why I'm making this vlog today. Also, it's vlogmas, so I have to make vlogs every day because I agreed to doing vlogmas. Okay, but if you are doing this for the first time, stand up doing this, you'll see a total difference. You can try it sitting down first, but then try standing up, and you'll see and you will hear a complete difference. And that's it. That is my everyday vocal warm-up. I usually do a little bit more. I'm gonna do a little bit more later. It's just that I kind of reached like the 30-second minute mark. I mean 30 minutes. I cannot do math today. What is wrong with me? Okay, I hit the 30-minute mark on my video, so that means I'm gonna have to edit a lot. Because usually I do a lot more for my vocal warm-ups, and I usually just, again, like how earlier I said, you can sing your favorite song if you don't like doing vocal warm-ups. I do like the traditional warm-ups, and then I sing some of my favorite songs, and that like helps, it helps a lot. And also you might notice after, like your throat, like it's just weird, like your throat is gonna get a little bit tight. You're gonna sound like, oh my god, you're gonna sound like that after you do your voice warm-up. Do not worry about it. That is completely normal. That means you worked out. Just like when you work out your body and you're sore afterwards because of all that lactic acid building up, that is basically the same thing with your vocal cords. You work them out, so now they're sore, but they're not injured or anything. The soreness should really only last about maybe anywhere between 5 minutes to 30 minutes, really just depending on your body and your voice. But yeah, so I'm done with my vocal warm-ups for now. And then I'm gonna head out to my doctor's appointment once I finish this, which is probably like in about 30 minutes. So I'm headed to my doctor's appointment now. This is an appointment with a hearing. Oh god, here's one in my eye. Is it here? Is it here? Yep, we're in the right place. Oh, there's a Christmas tree. Thanks. It's okay. So I'm at my doctor's appointment for my hearing. I just took a hearing test. Well, I'm not completely done with my hearing test, so I still have some more. And now I'm just waiting for my doctor to come back. Okay, that's good. So I'm done with my doctor's appointment. I have slight hearing loss, but anyways, I'm in Barnes & Noble's, and look, I did not know they made BTS dolls. That's crazy. So if you're a BTS stan, come to Barnes & Noble's. They have BTS dolls. Alright, you have made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button if you want to see more vlogs and more of my videos. Peace out, Troop Scouts. I'll see you in the next video.
Hit the out your feelings, get up and go get them. This is the yank rhythm, this is the yank. How you my competitor when I'm your developer? They hit me on my cellular, they know I ain't no regular. How just like the temperature, I got the ping from